Most of my
It's Nadia,
And Ogechi.
and we're here today on day two
Yeah.
of our tour, of our pilgrimage, and we just finished up Mass at Our Lady of Lourdes.
One word to describe the service today.
extravagant.
And rate the service on a scale of 1 to 10.
I gave a 10 out of 10 earlier, but Kelly was unsatisfied, so 11 out of 10.
All right, this is our first time here. Can you give me a scale of 1 to 10? How was your experience?
10 out of 10.
Exactly. Joined with?
Dominic Brutus,
All right, and we are at?
Atlanta, in church. Our Lady of Lourdes.
Thank you, thank you. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your experience?
10. Broke the scale.
Yes!
Amazing, music amazing. We're going to have a tour of the lighthouse and visit some of those universities, Bowman, Morehouse, Clark, Atlanta, and then have lunch at the lighthouse.
Down on me. Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me.
Morning comes and I'm seeing the dark clouds up in the air. A weight on my shoulders, it's dragging me down, and no one's there to break my spell. Then lightning strikes and I'm seeing an angel walking in the sand. The weight comes off me, I look in his eyes, and I'll never be the same again. Oh, he came in like the sun. Oh, now my brain is gone. Whoa, he came in like the sun, and now my brain is gone.
We're at Mobile, Alabama. And Doty's getting on our nerves. And we're going to the Basilica.
And
Behind us is Queen Elizabeth.
Okay, so since the Basilica's closed, oh well, it's what it is since we got around here. But I did want to share this though. Mobile is one of the 3 places where the French expanded. They expanded in New Orleans, Baltimore, Maryland, and the third one that being Mobile. So Mobile is actually really culturally Catholic. Also, fun fact, the Knights of Peter Claver was also founded in Mobile. Father, correct me if I'm wrong on the year. I believe it was 1907 or 1908. Okay, I was close. Anyway, but and that church is actually 5 minutes away, which will more than likely be like doing a drive-by too. What's the name of that church? And that is Most Pure Heart of Mary Catholic Church in Mobile, Alabama.
Hi, my name's Sophia. I was a junior daughter Grand Lady of Knights of Peter Claver for 5 years at St. Peter Claver, the Catholic Church, Father Kevin Road Court 5. And Knights of Peter Claver was founded here at Most Pure Heart of Mary Catholic Church in 1909 on November 7th. It is the first Black fraternal Catholic organization, and it's the only fraternal Catholic organization to include a ladies and a junior division.
So we know Mobile, Alabama a lot for a lot of its white history, but it's very important to also talk about a lot of its black history. And I'm not exactly sure, but not too far from here, there is a small town called Africatown, and that is a town where the very last shipment of illegal slaves were brought over to the United States. They were originally, I think, sat near the Mississippi, somewhere near that river, and then they were quickly rushed off that ship and then moved into Mobile, Alabama. And they were held as slaves for about less than 5 years, and then were then freed. But this town, because of its last shipment, illegal shipment, it has the closest connection to its West African history. So even the way they govern their town, the way that they set up leadership in that community, like very, very evidently represents and resembles West African culture. And then also what's really important, which brought me to this place, was its environmental history of injustice. So I can see many of you guys saw coming through that there was one side of the town that looked like completely industrialized, where there's railroads, there's tracks, all that kind of stuff. And that's literally not even like a mile away from those towns. So this town is, the population of the town, of Africatown, is on the decline. So as of right now, I think the majority of the people who were there are either below the age of 18 or above the age of 60 and 65. So again, a very much declining population, but nevertheless, they have a lot of community workshops, and they just opened up a town hall about 2 years ago where they have community resources to provide food, provide resources, education, child health care, all that kind of stuff.
You got the regular one or the strawberry? I want to get the strawberry. Oh!
Taste this, taste this.
Take a piece.
Oh, knock it around, man. That's what I'm saying. Pass it around, man.
Those Africans here, there was a religion, their religion was voodoo. Please don't let Hollywood tell you what voodoo is. Child, we do not eat children and all of that. I grew up in the house with a bunch of hoodoo practitioners. There's voodoo, which is their original official religion. Hoodoo is the religion, voodoo is the religion, hoodoo is what people do. Or you're sick, oh wait, I'm gonna make a herb, I'm gonna pray to a saint, because we hit our Catholic saint, our voodoo lower and voodoo deities behind Catholic saints.
do, guys?
Volunteer
Where?
at St. Peter Claver. Wait. St. Peter Claver Food Pantry.